Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, The Media. I'm Andrew. In this channel, we'll be looking at disruptive companies as a way to unlock exponential gains. Disruptive companies are companies that disrupt the current way of doing things in looking for a newly improved way so that it is more effective. If this sounds like you, consider joining the channel by hitting the subscribe button. If you are new to investing, consider using my links for Webull and Charles Schwab. If you use my link to open an account with Charles Schwab, you can begin trading penny stocks. Again, I'm not endorsed by these companies at all. I'm just giving you information. Also, if you use my link, you're supporting my channel and you get free money by opening an account with them. Let's get into it. Today, we're going to be doing an update on HCMC Healthier Choices. I know that people are panicking again because of their recent 8K filing that was in a press release yesterday. As you know, my most previous video on HCMC, I was quelling everyone's panicking because of a Philip Morris's motion to dismiss. And if you are still panicking about that motion, consider watching that video so that you have an understanding of what it is, so that you won't fickle. I've looked at this 8K filing and I just don't see why the panicking, just like the motion to dismiss. Before we look at the 8K filing that was released, let me just show you something. Look at their SEC filing history date. You see that they filed numerous 8Ks in the past year and in the past months, all under the same category, which is special events. So prior to yesterday's 8K filing, they had one on February 8th. Prior to that, they had two 8K filings in December of 2020, one in November of 2020, in September of 2020, one in August of 2020. So you get the gist. This is something that they've been doing and almost on a routine basis. So why are we not panicking then? And why are we panicking now? And I think it has to do with the fact that this 8K filing was released in tandem with PM's motion to dismiss, for which people didn't really understand what the motion is, and the 8K causing them to panic. You can see in their history, nothing to panic, you guys. What is this 8K all about? It says here that Healthier Choices Management Corp issued a press release on March 2nd, 2021, providing an update on the conversions of its Series C convertible preferred stock, the Series C stock, and other recent stock issuances. So basically, they're just telling us that, hey, we're converting some Series C stock. Again, this is so short, that's why we're taking some time to read it and break it down. This paragraph is perhaps the biggest one in all of these. As per the company's previous filings on August 16, 2018, the company entered into a warrant exchange agreements with certain holders of its Series A warrants to exchange for 46 million Series A warrants for 20,722 Series B stock. So what they're saying is that they're trying to convert a ton of Series A to Series B. And here they said it. The Series A warrants acquired by the company in that exchange represented approximately 92% of the outstanding Series A warrants. They gave out Series B in exchange for Series A. So the company re-inherited all 92% of the outstanding Series A, which to me is a good sign, right? It's exchanging back. This exchange reduced the amount of common stocks to be converted from the Series A warrants, and this is approximately 40% savings in dilutions for the company and its common stockholders. So this is good news, in my opinion. And as further discussed in previous filing on September 25th, 2020, the company agreed to issue 20,000 shares of its Series C convertible preferred stock to exchange agreements with holders of its Series B convertible preferred stocks in exchange for all of the outstanding Series B stock, none of which had previously been converted to common C stock. Again, they're trying to convert B and C, the same thing they tried to do before, A and B. And they're saying here, they're updating us again, since the issuance of 20,150 shares of Series C stock, 19,234 shares have been converted into common stock, leaving only 91 shares of Series C stock left for conversion. approximately 95% of the Series C stock has now been converted and canceled. On this SEC reporting, they gave us the total number of the outstanding shares. I know that other platforms like OTC Market and Yahoo have given you a different number, but this is the number that I would go with. And in looking at this, I wanted to know what Series A, Series B, and Series C. So I found an article. Well, what I understand here is with Series A funding, this is when a startup company with an idea wanting to implement the idea. So, and the investors involved in the Series A round usually come more from traditional venture capital firms. Series B funding is another round to take this business to the next level. Passes the development stage. We go to Series C funding. And it says here that businesses that make it to Series C funding sessions are already quite successful. These companies look for additional funding in order to help them develop new products, expand into new markets, or even to acquire other companies. Series C rounds, investors inject capital into the meat of successful businesses in an effort to receive more than double that amount back. Series C funding is focused on scaling the company, growing as quickly and as successfully as possible. So as we see, HCMC have already been issuing Series C stock, right? And now they're just trying to convert all of their Bs into Cs. So when we're looking at in this way, and we have an understanding of Series A, B, and C, then we know we don't want A and B. We want more of C. But obviously, we don't want too many outstanding shares because too many outstanding shares reduce the value of the stock. For this company, they're just trying to do some internal restructuring. So let's look at triggering events for 8K. Why did they need to file an 8K? So Cooley.com has a section for triggering events for Form 8K. And here it says that Form 8K section in this guide. You'll see that there are 9 triggering items. And under these 9 triggering items, there are 26 reasons. First triggering item is registrant's business and operation. Number 2 is financial information. 3 is securities and trading markets. 4 is matters related to accountants and financial statements. 5, corporate governance and management. 6, asset-backed securities. 7, regulation FD. 8, other events. 9, financial statements and exhibits. Give you guys the link so that you guys can go through all the different 26 reasons why HCMC had to file an 8K. Because if I were to go through everything, that would be very, very long. And I don't think that people want to hear me speak for that long. But again, if any of these are triggered, then they have to report within 4 business days. There are so many reasons for why a company have to file an 8K. It could be if they acquire a new business, or if they're merging with a business, if there's any kind of acquisition, any kind of information that a reasonable person would expect an investor would need to know. They would have to release it. So if they are going to file for bankruptcy, they would have to do an 8K as well. In summary, I think that everyone is panicking needlessly. There's no reason to panic. This 8K filing simply is to notify us of some internal restructuring. And it makes sense. And I think a lot of people are panicking because 8K filing in tandem with Philip Morris's motion to dismiss. And if you're still panicking, consider watching my video on motions to dismiss to calm your nerves. I actually took the opportunity to buy more yesterday. I bought more at 0.0012. I'm going to set to buy more today because I know people will continue to panic, and I know reading through the news and reading through the 8K filing, reading through their motions, I understand that there's nothing to panic about. Always be a patient investor. Gains will come to you if you are patient. I started out being so impatient, and I just want to own something right away. And I see good news, I want to own the stock. I don't want. I was so fearful of missing out. But now that I have been a lot more established and more controlled in my execution, a lot more than before, then I take my time, definitely, because I can buy more shares of a company that I want when people are panicking. Okay, so that is the last idea that I leave for you today. I hope that you found the information helpful. That's all I have for you today. Take care and happy trading.